Hey, it's Russ Payne with Role Playing Bulk Radio. We're playing Blades in the Dark, The Blind Eyes, episode or session 15. In the last session, the Blind Eyes began to their investigation. They're into the hive in order to find out where the Soul Engine was, and they found out where it was. Well, they didn't. They found out the location of that information, which is the Vault of Secrets. Which is a secret archive in Char Hollow that is run by Sira, the archivist. And they did also kill two bluecoats and set a building on fire with magical lightning, but they weren't blamed for it, so that's the important thing. Also, one of the Falcons escaped, and it's just a lot happened. But you know, the important thing is they know where that is. But there are two possible scores that they can focus on this session. But we have with us this session, of course, Salvage, who was there last time, but also Flake and Vimes have come back from their respective benders and have reset their stress. So let's see. Vimes, you haven't had a dream yet.
Oh boy.
Yep. So, you know, you go to sleep, and when you wake up, you're not where you think you are, or you're not where you expect to be. You are. It is incredibly bright, and you're outside in a field, and there's grass, and there's this. You recognize the image from books, a tree. And there's a body of water, but the water is clear. You can see through it, and you see
the water is actually water.
Yeah, the water is actually water, but it's very disconcerting. And you can see fish swim. The water's so clear you can see the fish in it. They aren't eels; they're different kinds of fish. It is.
This is horrible and terrifying.
Yeah, but there is a robed man with his back to you, sitting at the edge of the stream, under the shade of the tree. And you hear a voice. It says, hello, Vimes.
Sorry, just a second. Busy freaking out here.
Oh, okay.
What's the opposite of dilated pupils?
Oh yeah, just like when they're pinpoints.
Yeah.
Contracted. Yeah, I'm not sure what the term is.
Contracted. There you go. That works. Because damn it, bright here. And also, all the colors aren't gray and brown.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't look like Gears of War.
I just want to tell you, Vimes, that you are not in a dream, but a memory. It is not your memory, of course. It is my memory. I wanted to show you what the world was like before the cataclysm, so many years ago.
Oh, okay. It's very different. I will admit to not being quite sure what to make of it.
I can understand your confusion. You've never seen anything like this. But I wanted to show this to you. We've actually met before, although I was in a crate.
Oh, okay. You're the person from the old country, as it were.
Well, I am the sacred one, the corpse that the passenger uses for divination purposes.
Right. Yeah. You're a Ruvian, I'm a Ruvian, it's a whole thing.
Mm-hmm. And I wanted to ask you what you want out of life.
Oh boy. I don't. I'll admit, I had not really thought about that lately. I thought there was something to be gotten out of life once, and then that got taken away from me. And I guess maybe I've just been, in the wind since then, haven't I?
I see. Perhaps you should think about that, because you will have an opportunity, because you can do more than just merely survive at this point. Survival is no longer an issue. It's more you have the capacity to do more than merely live. You can.
I mean, point of order, like Sturlock is trying to blow up the city, so survival is definitely an issue.
I understand your hesitation, but what would you do if I told you there was simply more than two paths in front of you?
I mean, I guess that's what I've been trying to do is find a new path because all the ones presented to me weren't particularly appealing. So I would certainly, you know, stick around and probably sign up for your newsletter.
There is then there's a person you should talk to. They are only known as the Forgotten Prisoner. They are deep within Iron Hook Prison,
Presumably because they've been forgotten.
among other reasons. If you can find this person and talk to them, perhaps they can show you another way.
Cool. I mean that sounds interesting. Just so I know, like trying to, do things at like a collective level. So have you told any of my pals about this?
You are not the first I have visited.
Okay. So so they know, and presumably this is a thing that if we want to do, we can try to do all together. Not that us doing things together works out well all the time, but it works out better than trying to do them ourselves.
I see. Well, I hope this has been most illuminating.
Yes, it's very bright here. You mean metaphor? How about that?
Good luck, Vimes. I think you'll need it.
Thanks.
All right, you wake up, and the scent of the stream lingers in your nose. It lingers in your room. It is a fresh, what sound smell, not sound, that is haunting for some reason. It is. I don't know how does Vime feel about that?
I mean, kind of taken aback. Like the way I'm trying to go at this is like, someone from an out group that tried to play the game and got sent up the river for trying to play the game and is trying to figure out what the world actually means and
Mhm.
is mostly coming up with sorry, you're not of, a high enough station in this society to get to ask questions like this. So, you know, what what's the opposite of this is an outside context opportunity,
All right, fair enough.
which is to
So,
say it's an outside context problem.
mhm. So you know what you know. But the group, the Blind Eyes, have two scores available to them. One is to the Vault of Secrets, where the actual location of the Soul Engine is kept. Possibly other goodies. It's where the Hive keeps all their most important secrets, as a criminal cartel masquerading as a chamber of commerce type of organization. They probably have a lot of dirt on different people and a lot of secrets. So, of course, it is guarded. You don't know what the defenses are like. The only person who goes in and out is Syrah, the archivist, and he has two bodyguards who are both mute. So, as far as you can tell, the other heist, the other score is, of course, Flake's score that he has researched. So, Flake, is this the getting your father out of prison? Is this more doing something to get your father an early release, or is this a good old fashioned prison break?
Uh, Prison break.
Prison break.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't know what Bronislav did, but they are not gonna let him out.
All right. So I'll give you pretty good leeway in saying what the general scope of this prison break is, like what the kind of action is, like so yeah, you have two heists you can choose from, and then we can do the gather information checks and sort of go from there. Of course, if you just want to do some side gig, I can make up a smuggling job if you just want to earn some coin. But your group has been pretty.
I should still have protection rackets going.
You do have the protection rackets going.
I I say we do the prison break, but I'm biased. So.
Yeah. Of course, if you do the prison break, you might use that opportunity to rescue also the forgotten prisoner, or at least find out who they are and talk to them.
Right. So has everyone present today been dream havers now?
Well, that's something you already...
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, although I'm not sure if we talked about it or not. I can't remember.
I don't think anybody's talked about it
Right.
in game.
Weird.
Yeah, I just fair
Weird
point.
how no one brought that up at breakfast. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be that asshole, I guess. Just from a meta sense, I didn't want to like if I was the last one being brought up to speed, then that was cool. But like if we haven't had the time for everybody to have spooky sunlight dream, then I didn't want to mess with it. But I'll start the conversation. Yes, around breakfast. So, anybody else been having like weird sleep stuff lately, non-drug related?
Well, I kind of keep dreaming that I'm falling to the floor, but I assume that's just because I'm working on the phasing harshness. And either
that's fair.
important to come.
That's just your mind trying to process. Now, did you dream about like the world being different? I know that's kind of vague, but
Oh yes, the sky was very bright. There is nowhere to hide. It is a nightmare of exposure, as if you were being hunted by hawks constantly. Yes, there is woman there offering you secrets and power. Mm-hmm. Yes,
person anyway.
Well, or just one that's... She says that we don't have to live life like this.
yes,
Right.
Lord. Yes.
Yeah, which is a lovely, beautiful lie, but there actually is one piece of like useful information in there, and mine at least was about a prisoner. How about you guys?
Oh yes, you mentioned this.
Wait, the unknown prisoner or the lost prisoner?
Forgotten, yeah, some insert mystery word here, prisoner.
Yes, Ian.
Good job. Those classes have been really helping you, Flake.
A thing in prison wants out of prison. Is this not the nature of prison? Is this not the? What if she offered to pay you? I assume this was a merely side effect of working with ghosts all day. This is why I have Audra teach me to fight them. In case I encounter another woman offering me secrets in a cave. But if you have other plan, I will listen. I need to go prison anyway to break out shithead father. But
right.
at least
So
he calls shots on us.
I was just figuring, while we're there, maybe, what's obviously there's risk in listening to a corpse magically talking in our dreams, but I guess I'm just still feeling a little spooked from encountering Skurlock, and I'm thinking if someone is like, I know it's not outright what the Sacred One said, but it vaguely sounded like they were, offering us a chance to sort of leverage our capabilities, as it were. So I think that might be important, especially since we're already going to be in the store.
All right, but I have already drawn a very complex plan. This sophisticated heist of these intricacies. It is inscrutable the way it works, like gears and clock. But I will try to alter it for you, Vimes. Yes, but we will work this in. Yes.
Shall I assume that the camera cuts to Flake's bunk, where there's a drawing of basically prison wall and a big arrow saying "smash here"?
Well, he can't write, so no. It's more of a drawing of smashing something.
Yeah.
So I was close. You say,
yeah.
So Flake, yeah, I'll give you some pretty leeway into like what was the general overall thrust of the plan? What was the basic idea behind the breaking your dad out of prison?
Can I just narrate it as we do it?
Okay. Well, I mean, the thing is, before we do that, we can do gather information checks if you guys want to do background research on stuff. But we do need a starting point. But we can just do like a typical score. Yeah. So I guess I guess my real question is what approach were you doing out of the 6 approaches for scores? I can relist those if you need them. But
I think this would be deception.
Deception. Okay. All right. So before we go, your deceptive plan.
It's either social or deception. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, which of the required details for those snaps to mind easier?
Deception's going to be the failure point, so I would probably say deception. Yeah.
Okay. The starting point is
because you have a blue coat contact, right?
Yeah.
Vimes.
Yep.
Yeah, that part should be pretty easy.
Yeah, it's the method of deception. That's the detail. So, are you dressing up as blue coats and going in?
Well, they are, and they'll be escorting me in. I don't think I'm going to be able to pass off as a cop.
You might be surprised.
But I ensured that 2 guards were not using their uniforms anymore.
All right,
by following them to their house.
Fair enough. So before we get into that, does anybody want to gather information on outstanding questions you have? Like, for example, you could research the forgotten prisoners, see if that's a thing. You could find out what Flake's father had done. Or you could just look up general stuff about like what's happening with Skurlock and or the Leviathan Hunters / the Aruvian passenger, et cetera, et cetera. So, Salvage, is there anything you want to like look up before you head out?
Yeah, if nothing else, I guess I can do a quick survey check on to be able to see if I can pull up anything on the lost prisoner. So, although I only have 1, so I'm not sure
do you
if
have
anybody else.
Do you have anything in study?
Oh yes, I do have study. I have 1 in there.
Okay,
so,
well then, it's more of a studying to hit the books. But yeah,
okay. So if anybody wants to be my study partner on this,
this is controlled, so it's
okay.
If you
sure.
Thank you. 1 success, yes.
Okay. Looking through the books, you actually do find a book that is a diary of a prisoner who spent several years in Iron Hook, and then there is a chapter about the stories. Apparently, the prisoners tell stories. There are reoccurring dreams of the cataclysm. It's kind of a motif, a reoccurring motif in the among the prisoners. Although only the older ones feel confident enough to talk about it. The younger ones are too shaken or too insecure to really reveal this. But they talk about how. At the bottom of the prison, there's a gate with a golden rune drawn above that no one ever uses. That much is actually known. Apparently, people have seen this. It's like imagine a stairwell with a like prison bars preventing it, and there's a golden rune drawn above a little iron plate. Attached to this gate. And so no one ever goes to the bottom of that stairwell. And they know the location of that place. And so, the rumors are if you get past that gate somehow, you go down a long corridor, and then, somewhere below there, you'll find a bricked up wall or floor, something that's been bricked up. If you break through, and if you break through it, you'll find there's a prisoner who's been there for centuries, whose crimes are too terrible to be mentioned. But that prisoner can never die, and that prisoner is. And then the stories about them vary, but the prisoner is sitting on a massive treasure pile, magical secrets, a hull, weapons.
Something worth to keep him alive for.
Well, the rumors are more that he or she can't be killed.
So.
But no one's ever gotten past. So the one thing, the one lead that you have for sure is you have to find this stairwell, which actually the diary is pretty detailed. There is a stairwell with prison bar gates preventing you from going to the bottom of it, and there's a iron plate on that on those gates that has a rune drawn on it in gold paint. That doesn't describe what the rune looks like, but there is that no one ever goes down there. No one and the prisoner was there for like 5 years, and he kept an eye out on it to see if anybody would ever use that stairwell. No one ever went past that gate. The guards never unlocked it. They were just So there is this stairwell.
Okay.
So you actually have a very good idea of where to start. You just have to get access to that point.
If nothing else, getting Flake's dad out might actually provide us with more of a scouting opportunity if we get the chance.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Let's see here. Vimes, is there anything you want to look up?
Well, with that information in hand, I want to try to find a crash course on disarming, warding, or alarming runes.
Okay, sure. Study or attune. Sounds pretty...
Well, I definitely don't have any freaking attune. So somebody... Hey!
I actually have a point of attune.
I mean, you can also use...
It's fine. I've got study.
Okay, yeah.
I was just...
Yeah, if you're just looking up stuff, that's usually study. So,
yeah.
Or I could assist you with that having a tune right now to give you something more of a context to what you're researching.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of asking Flake since he knows so much about ghost punching now. Disarming these things is sort of like punching through a magical field. It's not personified like a ghost, but
okay.
To be clear, I don't really care who sacrifices the stress. I was just trying to round robin it a little bit.
I have a feeling I'm going to need mine, and I'm on my third breaking point. So
that's fair.
I've only got past the first one, so it's okay. I'll take the hit.
All right, there's a success.
All right, you have find a very good list, and you memorize all the symbols. So if you get to look at this symbol on painted on the gate, you'll be able to recognize it pretty instantly, unless it's something so esoteric no one's ever seen before. But you get a sense of their general vocabulary. Yeah. I'll give you something useful.
No, it's fine. I just couldn't. It's a catchphrase. I couldn't resist the chance to say it.
Yep, that's fair. That's fair. You do know, I will say that Ironhook Prison has some embedded in there to prevent hulls without permission and ghosts from being able to enter the prison, go through the prison walls. So ghosts can possess people, but they have their special checkpoints to verify people are not being possessed. But that's sort of out of the way. It's kind of like kind of like going through an air, like what do you call them? Metal
Airport
detectors.
security?
Yeah, kind of like that. So they don't do it for everybody all the time, but like if they suspect somebody, they'll put them through the possession checker, essentially.
Oh, okay. So normally you just
haunted?
have to make sure there's no ghosts in your jacket or your shoes, but sometimes they give you the full pat down.
Yeah, basically. So it would
Are you unknowingly carrying spirits with you?
Yeah, basically. So it's very hard. But it's not possible for ghosts and hulls and other supernatural things to get in there. They're more concerned about the guards, and rather than their last priority is the safety of the prisoners. It's more just keeping control over things. So, yeah. Flake, is there anything you want to look up before you head out?
I will use violence to command people recently released to give me a lay of the land, like what gang controls which wing and that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Partial.
Okay. Things are a bit unstable. There's been a recent influx of the smaller gangs. There have been some grinders. Some people claiming to be foghounds, and others going in there. So, yeah, it's there's No, it's everyone's vying for position, so things are a little on edge. It's not quite powder keg situation, but it's getting closer to than rather there being a firmly established hierarchy. So it's a period of upheaval. So lots of smaller gangs vying for control and power, rather than like a couple of gangs solidly controlling things. It appears there's been a lot of upheaval lately in the gang world in the last couple of years. A lot of violence and stuff like that. Also, the GOAT games caused a lot of things to go. Yeah. A huge influx of prisoners with that one when the GOAT game happened. So, yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of your idea of what you get. So, if you encounter people who are claiming to be totally in control of the prison, they're full of shit. But yeah.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, you're planning to use deception to get in there. Now you did research a meticulous plan to do this. So, because with a long-term project.
Yep. So
I'll give you plus 1d for that. It's certainly daring. So it gives you 3d6 minus 1 because certainly Ironhook Prison is a higher tier threat than you are. Are you bringing any allies into this? I would not call your father an ally in this situation.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Oh, we're using your police contact. We're using Vimes as police.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll give you 3d6 for your engagement roll. Well, it doesn't really matter. Yep. Your first roll is going to be at Desperate because I rolled a 3 as your highest roll. So with 3d6. As we begin, Vimes and Salvage are dressed up as bluecoats, going into Ironhook Prison with some forged paperwork to get Flake, the prisoner. Now, Flake, are you going in as yourself? Or are you?
Yeah, but I'm not convicted.
Okay.
We'll use the guy to say there's overflow in the jail, and I'm being held for questioning.
Okay. So Vimes, I assume you're the one who's going to be doing the talking, and the guard looks very dubious at you as you are attempting to persuade him to let you in, or I don't know how are you handling the guard at the gate? This is going to be
paperwork.
Paperwork. All right. So just sway to convince them that your forged paperwork is totally legitimate.
Yep, and I'm going to take offload for my documents.
Okay. That'll give you a better effect. That'll reduce penalties. So for Desperate, obviously if you fail, I'm just going to say it's going to be +1 heat, and you're just going to have to either blitzkrieg your way in through violence or back to the drawing board with a different approach or a different variation of that. They ID you right out the gate. Now, if you get a partial, they'll let you in, but I'll say you'll be put aside. You'll have to go in to talk to the subwarden, not the actual prison warden, but a higher up who will question you more carefully. And if you get a 6, you're just in. So those are your stakes.
So basically, what I would like to do for an assist point from Salvage is coax him through. Like, Salvage is obviously very good at rattling off a baffling amount of bullshit lingo. He's just got the wrong bullshit lingo here. So we're basically going to do the aerial hospital job from Firefly, and he's going to be Jane. But instead of cortical electrodes and being unable to receive a neurological response, it's just going to be blue coat technical jargon or blue coat bureaucratic jargon.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we got a 185 coming in here, transfer orders coming over just like that. It's going to be a cross between that and the worst parts of the song Convoy.
As opposed to the good parts of the song.
No, I said worst. Okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
the entire. There are bad parts and worse parts.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, yeah.
And there's a 6.
All right, with a 6, he saw the guard sighs, and she says, "What a day."
I'm sorry, but we really need to go for 265s on this right now. We don't really want to, but we have at least 3 possessions offside. And that's like that we have to deal with right now, in addition to this 345 prisoner transfer.
Selling past the sale.
Yeah. Okay. I don't care anymore. I'm just totally just looking forward to that contraband I seized from that dealer. Yeah.
Babushka, what war do you work on? Who do I have to kill to get on this wing? Yes? Yeah. It's a good time.
Shut him up, will you?
Oh, you make me want you. I burn like fire. Oh.
Talking is not the most dangerous part of him. Let's just have that.
Yeah,
Just get him out of here. I don't want to look at his ugly face.
Yeah, you put a copper in, you got to listen to it. So,
all right. So you're in the prison, being led through.
Salvage, give me back my chimney paws. Thank you for carrying. I did not want to put up my clutch, if you know what I mean. They're very dangerous to be up there.
All right, so you're led into the prison. Now you need to take. Normally, you would take a prisoner to processing, to where he'd be assigned a cell or a section, and just processes paperwork and everything, or their paperwork. Since you two are you dressed as prison guards or as like street coppers, just bringing them in?
I hunted guards. So.
Okay, so they are guards. So yeah.
So probably I assume we were right where we were dressed up as guards then.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. It's okay.
Okay. So you need to do processing. That's what's expected of you. But there's certainly other sections of the prison. There's a lot of people. No one's explicitly watching you. There's basically as you go through the initial gate, there is a courtyard, and then the inner prison. And so like the courtyard is the exercise yard. There's like a fenced in walkway that goes from the outer gate to the inner prison. But there's prisoners exercising. There's guards up on the gate with rifles. On top of the walls. And then the inner prison is right ahead. So there's a lot of people. People are watching you, but not like very closely. So you're in public. But certainly there's so much stuff going on that you could do some subtle things, or one of you could redirect. But you're gonna raise some eyebrows if you don't take Flake to processing first. We can
go to processing.
All right. So you head to processing. Now you don't have to roll for this unless you're trying to get something. The guard, the clerk there, just ask for your paperwork. We'll process it and assign them, a section. I'm going to say if you're trying to get Flake positioned near where your father is, you need to roll a 6 on a d6 for just have it happen by chance. Now, if you want if you want to manipulate the cleric to assign him to be next to your father, that would require some kind of action. Now, if you don't care where Flake winds up in the prison, then it doesn't matter. So, does this positioning matter to you, Flake?
Being near Dad would probably give me some help. So
Okay.
I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, could we actually do a flashback where I was, as part of the study, I was able to see if do a tinker roll to see if there is any structurally weak areas or place between where we put Flake and his father. So some place where we could get out easily if necessary.
I mean, isn't that presuming you know what Flake's exfiltration plan is?
Yeah.
So that's true. So unless he decided to.
Yeah, we don't have to do that right now.
I'm going to need you to come to work for multiple days. I have a 3-day plan.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So if it's a 3D plan, you could just get so if you want to be assigned next to your father, that's either going to be some kind of study to figure out the bureaucratic method of guaranteeing that Flake's paperwork means that he's going to be assigned to Section 6, or you need to talk the clerk into assigning him to Section 6.
So that's going to be the part where my blue coat contact actually comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Because the documents we came in with have already been filled out. for what we need.
Okay. I'm gonna say this is gonna be that's gonna reduce the risk. So that's gonna be a controlled study for somebody to dot the I's and cross the T's essentially. And if you fail that, then if you get a partial, that's gonna be fine. If you fail the controlled roll, then you get to re-roll it at risk. So yeah. So somebody's gonna have to do study to. They told you what to do, but you have to the bureaucratic paperwork is not easy to fill out.
Sure. So I've got a data study. Salvage, I hate to keep using you as a battery, but
That's okay. I can assist. So that's part of what we're here for.
All right.
Look, I mean, it's just a fact of life that your penmanship is better. All right, cops, second only to doctors.
Is this a private office?
No. Think of a booking at a police station.
Okay, so there's a bunch of other guards around.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. It's a big Iron Hook is a very popular place. People go in they go in all the time, but and they go out. There's a lot.
I am going to scornfully ignore my guards and try and talk to other guards and other prisoners. While I'm waiting.
Do you need to do what you're doing before I roll this? Is it likely
no,
to have an impact?
It's ancillary. Okay. I'm prepping for the future.
Okay, got a partial out of it.
All right, partial's fine since it was controlled. The clerk kind of grumbles at you, doesn't seem very happy, and basically notices fine, section 6. However, you need to keep your prisoner in line. Can you? I would like you to correct the prisoner. I'll get him started on the right foot. Correct prisoner means injure, put some pain on the prisoner.
Yeah. Can we interleave to Flake's talking exploits?
Yeah. It's because Flake is talking. So Flake, who are you talking? Are you trying to talk to a prisoner or a guard?
Who's around me? Yeah.
There are some prisoners. There's a couple of ladies who look very sulky. There's a guard smirking at them. You overhear something about you're not so smart now, you freaking cat burglars. And then another guard who is just sipping coffee, looking with a 1,000-yard stare. Looks like that guard's been through a lot.
That guy. Yeah. He's the one.
Looks over at you.
Uncle, I could use your advice. As I'm new here, I will make work your while.
What?
I need to establish myself amongst my peers, if you know what I mean. This is usually best done with the extreme methods. Is there perhaps someone you no longer wish to be caretaker of? I don't like to rustle hairs, so to speak. But you can be honest. When you ask Mother which child is favorite, she says she loved you all same, but we all know is lie. Which prisoner would maybe not... you will not be so sad to see go missing.
Listen, I just got done putting down a riot for the last 10 hours. I don't need to...
What caused this riot?
I don't want to hear any more prisoners. You come in here and starting shit up. You know what? Put this guy on grave digging duty. We got a stack of bodies we need to put up. Give him a taste of the whip, or who's your chief? He's pointing at you, Salvage.
If just for first days on the job, we're bringing this guy in. So,
it's your first day? Well, you can't let him talk like this. Talking shit, talking like they're not afraid of you. They have to be afraid of you. So you need to...
I merely ask question. I'm guest in your home. You respond to me this way? I try and do you favor?
Salvage, it's time for the sweet, sweet dart.
It is so. I'm going to take a finesse to kind of pull another one of. Let's see what I have in this case. All All right, yeah, we're gonna get some. We're gonna get some trans powder basically to make you a little bit loopy, but I'm gonna try to get it behind your back so it looks like
no, I don't need that. I can I give him back my chimney paws though? I don't need to have those on me for what comes next. Yeah.
Well, they're wanting the NPC guards want Salvage and Vimes to inflict pain upon the prisoner.
Oh, I know.
I know.
So, I know they want.
Okay.
I'm going to give them an excuse for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what are you going to do?
Can I give my chimney paws to Salvage first?
Just hand them out openly?
No, can I do it discreetly? Because I want them back eventually. Yeah. Or drop them, or make it look like they got lost in some sort of upcoming kerfuffle.
Yeah. I would say that's not a problem.
All right. Well, he's gonna talk. I'm just gonna launch myself at him. Just full blown booking disaster. I'm gonna make sure everyone has the batons out. Just.
All right.
Is there a chair, improvised weapons, or anything I can grab?
Yeah. There are chairs.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna lay into him with a chair. Then.
Okay. Yeah, all right, this is pretty reckless. So give me a desperate skirmish roll to avoid. I mean, it is impossible for you to win. There will always be more guards.
Oh, I know.
Okay, yeah. So the roll is how much you get hurt.
Yeah.
So
I got it.
Okay.
Can I spend to do my extra fight too many people?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Perhaps my guards could go slip away and look in files for various things.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I would say this would downgrade it to risky instead of desperate. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I just destroy the booking room. You're so. I'm
actually no. I'll give you a choice. Even with a 6, you can destroy the booking room, or you cannot take a level 2 harm.
What do you mean?
Well, you take a level 2 harm, or you destroy the booking room. So if you want to destroy the booking room, you'll take a level 2 harm. You can either
put a resistance roll.
If you wanted to, if you want to do both, it could be a resistance roll.
I will take the resistance roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a level 2 harm. You destroy the booking room and give me.
I want it to be very obvious that Flake is now on the premises.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I would like to announce my arrival.
Yeah. You certainly have. So give me.
Let them know you're coming.
Prowess resistance.
I'm going to spend the majority of my time destroying the booking room with the guy who talked back to me.
Sure.
I would like to spend most of the time being beaten by people as I just continually focus on his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
It's prowess.
What's my resistance roll?
It's
prowess, right?
Yeah. And it'll be 6 minus your roll, or take a level 2 harm.
Minus the highest?
Yeah.
Or
minus the highest. So yeah.
Wow.
You are got very lucky, so you don't take any stress, and your body is already inured to the violence. So they beat you down and manacle you after you destroy the break the guy's nose, and knock out some of his teeth. But yeah, the booking room is trashed. It takes them 10 minutes to get you down because you keep knocking them over, throwing them through things. Meanwhile, Salvage Vimes, you can just dig up secrets, and then you can, if you want to build up essentially secrets or documents, you can make a check now to get them and then specify what they are later.
Okay.
So while all this chaos is going on, or you can gain some other advantage, for example, looking for the map or schematics or the guard schedule, or things like that. Or again, you could just specify I'm looking for shit to use later. And then,
looking for a surprise to be named later.
Yeah, I'll just make that.
We'll flash back to this scene.
Yeah. Well, you have to make a check now to see how much you get, and then I'll just make that a clock that'll go in reverse.
Okay. So, in this case, do you want to make that a study check, or is it going to be like finesse of trying to actively?
It's definitely not study. You don't have time. Survey would be just looking at things and memorizing them without touching them. So that would be controlled, but that's not going to get you much, even on a full success. Prowl or finesse would be more. Finesse would be good. Sleight of hand, just pickpocketing. Just
that's what I was thinking. Try to get stuff off the guards that we could at least utilize later. It's like, ooh, I have this key. Hey, there's a map.
Yeah. So that would be risky, though. There's certainly a chance of you getting caught.
Okay.
So just to clarify, we're essentially the result of the roll will determine how many points of thing we have to burn down later.
Yeah, but if you get a failure, there'll be consequences. So.
Okay, so I think it's probably better for us to work together and just make one roll because a higher number is better than more number.
Absolutely. So I have 3 in finesse. So if you can aid me in at least in the distraction, that's a better
absolutely.
probability.
Right.
There you go.
Yep.
Look at me being a distraction.
All right, come on, sleight of hands. Yeah, success.
All right, so they'll give you 6 points on a clock of stolen intel / assets. Actually, we'll just say stolen assets. And those can be used for better position or effect on various things. So yeah, maybe you grab keys, maybe you grab documents. Whatever you did, you got a lot of it. So good job.
So is there grave digging duty, or is it like spirit wardens have to burn bodies, right? Or else it's going to be.
That's right. Never mind. That's it. Sorry.
That's just a death sentence, isn't it?
I mean, it's part of my plan.
Yeah,
prison full of ghosts, but
so it's not grave digging. You have to man the incinerator.
Yeah. No, it's cleaning. So basically, cleaning up the blood and body parts. There's some chart. There's a riot and there's bits of pieces of things left. So you're literally scraping teeth off of walls. Make it spick and span. In other words,
I got to go to myself first. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So, the two of you can either disappear in the chaos, or you can do something else. But Flake, you are dragged to Section 6. They'll come for you in a bit for cleaning duty. And you have a bit of time in Section 6 of the prison. So are you going to reach out to your father, or are you
yes, I will reach out to my father.
Yeah. What was your father's name again?
I just said Branislav, but
Branislav. All right. Branislav actually does show up. And
what's he look like?
I'd say there's a family resemblance. He is thinner than you, though, and taller. He's very gaunt, especially in his old age. His eyes are very sunken. They're heavily shadowed. You can't really see them. Very, very nicely trimmed beard, very white, very cold. Kind of slightly Grim Reaper-ish, I guess. People tend to step away, get out of his way when he comes walking. You hear your section of the prison sort of quiet down as he approaches your cell. So he just looks at you in your cell and says, "I see you are here. I assume this is part of the plan?"
Yes. I am old mini birthday presents I have come to collect. Come in, we will discuss it. I will need certain things for you so that I might give you your payment.
Yes.
And you'll need to arrange these things so that you might be left.
You are here, so I am listening.
I will need the heavy chopping instrument. Some sort of cleaver would be best. I do not need to leave it from a room with some privacy, but I will need some time in there. I need a sort of load-bearing man. I need a man who is powerful enough that you'll know these men. A man who is powerful enough that his inaction creates order. He holds the ceiling up, and if this rock shifts, there are subsequent movements amongst the various other stones that can cause a various avalanche. I need a man. I need to know of a man like this, whose erratic behavior could cause a landslide, so to speak. You would know this better, as you have been here a long time. I also need a venal small man who will not be missed. And I need some private time with him in this place with the cleaver. Yes. Oh, and I need some men to carry things for me and not ask questions.
How many? 2?
Oh, the more the better. They will have to smuggle mini tiny packages.
The venal man is easy. The cleaver I can handle, but there is the largest man in the prison. He is currently having some problems. We call him Ogre, but he is currently unfavored by the guards. There was a riot this morning, and he is in the hole. So he will not be out for some time. There is no one else I think of that I would trust to hold up things heavy for long. Certainly not like Ogre.
The guard then. Who is the one who is least loved? They said it's important that we fear them. Who inspires this amongst their number? The worst among them.
The worst among them is easy. That is Bricks.
Bricks?
Bricks, yes.
Okay. So I know his name. That's good. Who is the venal man?
Vestine. He is we all think he is a snitch. But it's never been proven. He always knows how to come back from that, but he's always playing both sides.
Okay. And you can give me time with this one.
Yes, I can tell him I have dirt on you. He will definitely want that. Certainly, I heard about your outburst in the booking station, so that will be easy to lure him in with that. And then you can do what you want with the cleaver with him. But
good. And you can have men waiting outside?
Yes, I will do this.
Shower would be best. Shower would be very good.
You want to do this in the shower?
Yes, the shower. Some private time in shower with Vestian.
Yes, we can do this in tonight.
Good. Yes. It would work. It will work well then.
All right.
So how have you been? You look old. I've been okay, I guess.
I may be old, but I could still kill you.
Oh yes, very strong man.
Not just strength, wisdom.
Like sick dog.
You are reckless. You are foolhardy. I will live longer than you, I think.
Okay. But you will live in here for that time.
No, you will free me.
Me.
I think you will live long enough to see me free, but I think not much longer after that.
Well, yes. You are my there is resemblance between us. Yes, I understand that. We will see. Just know that I am not here solely for you.
No?
Who is this forgotten prisoner they speak of?
How do you know that? Who told you?
I don't know. I am so reckless. Sometimes I stumble into information. You know how it is.
There is a place in the prison no one goes. Even the bravest guard, the most bloodthirsty guard, goes there. One time a prisoner got out and he hid in the stairwell for this place and he died of thirst because no one would search that place. They finally found him. Eventually they went down there. The spirit warden found him. And the spirit warden asked, where does it go? And they would not say. I do not think they have, and they say that is the place where all the secret treasure of the prison is kept. Or a demon lives beneath the prison and feeds on our misery. I think that is more close to the truth. But, they say they call the person who lives there as the forgotten prisoner.
So you know legends of this and
I know where the stairwell is. I know I do not go down there.
Oh, okay.
There's a gate.
Is it accessible to others, or?
Oh, sure. It's in section 3, in the middle of the prison.
And people merely choose not to go there. It is not gated. There is no law.
Oh, if you want to see, you can see.
Okay. But spirit wardens are allowed there, you say?
Spirit wardens, sometimes it is not so bad. Other times, if everyone is sleeping and it is still, it gets colder than it should be. You can hear breathing coming up from it. You have not spent night here yet.
Oh my God, this is drafty. How have you survived all this time? Yes, this is what I need to know. Bring me this man, and we will get to work
tonight at the evening shower. You will find a cleaver. I will find a place to hide the cleaver, and Veston will be there, and we will all leave and wait outside, and then.
Cloth would be good. Something absorbent.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have your towel. Use that.
Oh no, we will need many pieces of cloth. Very absorbent, if you know what I mean. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Very well. I give you enough rope so you can hoist me out of prison or hang yourself. We'll see.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So, is that the next step of the plan? Is murdering this dude in the shower cell, or?
Well, I have to murder him in a specific way.
Okay. So, Vimes and Salvage are just on standby, or do you, or are they?
Well, I can give them more information about that, and that spirit wardens have gone in there. I was hoping they could do the. I can walk around wherever I want and check out forgotten
prisoner. Okay.
Prisoners. Yeah.
All right. So,
yeah.
All right. So, Vimes and Salvage, you do have the run of the prison. Your disguises are working quite well, and again, it's quite a busy prison. You don't know what Flake just learned, but you can make a controlled consort or survey check to figure out where this stairwell is.
Okay. What's your consort at, Vimes?
2.
Okay, that's better than my survey. So if you want to, we can maybe combine there, and I can give you an additional dice on that.
Yeah, or I mean, we could get really contrived and say we're going by to check in, closing the loop and making sure that Flake is settling into his new digs. Okay.
Yeah, so just make sure you're not causing any trouble.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So, if you want to, I can do that. So, is that a consort roll to get into him?
I mean,
no, to find out where the stairwell is.
Okay.
With the gate.
But I mean, not to put too fine a point on it, but like to go back around and talk to the prisoner that we just delivered. What's the risk there at all?
Well, in that case, I mean, where Section 6 is, but as you're passing, a guard's asking you, actually, no, I would say, you can talk to Flake, I suppose. So you can talk to Flake, get that information from him, but as you're heading back, A guard does ask you, "What are you doing?" Like,
Just before that,
yeah, okay.
Does Flake want his chimney paws back at this point?
Oh yes,
Yeah, we can hand that back off to you.
Yeah, contraband would be nice.
Is that going to be another finesse check to get that, or can we do that on?
You don't have to roll for that.
Okay.
So,
God, these things are heavy.
Oh, good babies. The stairwell is in area 3. They are scared of it with many ghost stories. You know, these typical prisoner bullshit. They have sent spirit wardens down there before. Do we still have mask of man we imitate?
No, I'm pretty sure you gave that up.
We gave that up. Yeah.
Yeah,
you
that's
gave it. You
Skurlock,
handed it
right?
off to
That's-
Skurlock himself.
Yeah.
This is all I can do to help with this then, until the time comes. What is the hour? Do you have the hour on you?
It's time o'clock.
Oh, good. In 72 hours, we will need to be in. We will need to be in cafeteria. I will need you to make sure there is man named Bricks there. In cafeteria in 72 hours. You should not be there in your uniforms. You should be elsewhere in prison, perhaps close to the doorway of this place you wish to access.
3 days, gotcha.
Okay.
72 hours to be precise.
Yeah, and
Gentlemen,
learn as much as you can. You may do what you wish before then, but this will be when I leave.
Cool.
All right, gotcha. So,
All right.
Alrighty.
So now what's the complication as we try to leave?
Guard asks you what you're doing. Guard asks you what you're doing.
Look, we just walked like big, ugly, angry in there, and he sort of wrecked things as we were coming in. So I was just trying, me and my partner here were just making sure he got to his new abode completely and safely. Do you have a problem with my interest in making sure that a large, dangerous man is properly incarcerated?
Wow, you're really new, aren't you?
it's called efficiency, sir.
You know what? You know what? I literally have nothing to say. I can't. I just our hiring standards are. I'm speechless. So,
But give me 2 weeks, and I'm sure we'll be just as jaded and cynical as you are. But let me have this for now, right? Like, you remember what it was to care, right?
No, that's why I became a prison guard.
To be clear, I didn't care about him. I cared about myself and maybe just a little bit you. I mean, not you personally, like the concept of you. Like, I want to make sure the large and dangerous man does not kill more guards.
He isn't. Trust me. He didn't. He busted someone's nose and broke a few teeth. That's nothing. Like, a lot of those big guys talk a good game, but guess what? Bullets go through them real good. We have some really good men with some really good shots up on the walls, yeah, if anything happens in here, we have some tricks. You clearly haven't been through the advanced riot training, so you know what? You just enjoy this time.
Yeah. I'm sure someday I'll look back on this as my salad days.
Mm-hmm. All right, fine. So yeah, you don't have to make a roll. He just was kind of nonplussed about it. So yeah, if you want to get to so you know where the forgotten or the stairwell is, where the gate is. So when you approach section 3, you can see nobody's using the stairwell. That particular stairwell, although the doors do not appear to be locked. But yeah, people will see you if you go in unless you do something, including guards.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Salvage, you wanna run interference for me here, and I'm gonna prowl down there and take a peek at it.
Yeah. How many guards are around us?
There's just one within sight, but he'll definitely see you unless you do something. If you go in,
just go fresh fish talk to him. That thing I just did with the other guy, where like actually being a human being was shocking to him. Go do that.
That's so weird. Okay, so yeah, I will go there. So, although I will prepare a trance powder in my hand just in case. So,
Okay. All right. That would be quite the escalation.
it hopefully won't come to that. So, but you know me.
Yeah. So what do you got? What are you gonna say to the guard? You walk up to him. He looks at you. He's like, yeah.
Hey, sorry, just new. That's like guy on the block, literally on the cell block. Just literally introduce myself. I'm Phil. So,
Hi Phil. Who's your chief?
so, I think could I make a past study roll basically? So roll
You
to
can
see if I
spend a stolen asset to get the names of the chiefs.
Yes.
All right. So that's the first
absolutely.
one.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a name.
McGillicuddy.
McGillicuddy, thank you.
No,
So,
we've already
McGillicuddy.
used that. That's already been used.
Oh, damn it.
Seriously? Wow.
Somewhere at some point in the campaign, somebody's used that. I'm pretty sure.
We've used that road too. Collins.
Collins. Okay. Collins, huh?
Yeah, what
duty did he put you on?
Just it's like prisoner escort too. We just ended up getting a guy in here, and I'm technically waiting for the next assignment.
Oh,
too,
part
so
of that brawl up in the booking station.
Yeah, no, God, that guy's a tank. So he just it's like nearly wrecked my face right now with gloves that essentially were just bricks. That's all they were, just bricks.
Really? Where did you give them over to evidence?
Yeah, no, they're already stored right now at this point too. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see them, but God.
Why don't you show me? That sounds pretty cool, actually. I kind of wanted to see those.
Yeah. So at least I'll see if we can take that. So
okay.
All right. So although I'm not sure if it's still on process yet or not, but we'll figure it out. So
yeah. All right.
Damn, this thing lost my claim ticket.
Yeah. All right.
So I'll lead them off to the side.
All right. So you get your bonus die, and it's controlled risk. So
cool
for this prowl. All right.
Hey, look at that! Split the difference.
All right. With 6, you get in there. No one notices you, so you're in the stairwell. You as you step in, there's a sort of a burst of air, almost like there's a difference in air pressure. And as you start heading down, you begin to hear this rhythmic sound. It almost sounds like something deep below is breathing, but loud enough to like you can feel the air, pushing and pulling with the inhaling and exhaling. So, which is a bit odd. But as you continue to walk further and further down, you realize you're about 5 levels below when you come to the gate. There are dim ectoplasm lights that are flickering. Not much else, but yeah, there are prison bars along the stairwell. There's an iron plate welded in the middle of it with a golden rune. You recognize the rune. It is not perfectly, but it seems that the intent of the rune is to ward what is beyond the thing, to keep something inside, rather than to keep outsiders, away. So it's a containment ward.
Man, you really got to stop and think if we're being played for fools again here, I guess.
Mm-hmm. But it is an older, very old design. Is there anything else you want to know about the rune, since you didn't make that roll earlier on?
Yeah, just looking at it, I am not going to take this action, but I just want to, figure out if I was going to disrupt it. Do I know how to do that?
It looks like if you just unlock the door, it'll break it won't affect you going in or out. It won't affect humans.
Okay, so you said it was for keeping the thing in. So opening the door will disrupt it enough to let out whatever is in there?
Not automatically, but they would be like, if a human, like, it cannot touch the gate, basically. It cannot pass through the gate or touch the gate. When you open the gate, obviously it can pass through and it doesn't have to touch it. So, yeah. Does that make sense?
Cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to know for now.
All right. Do you want to do anything else?
No.
Okay.
I mean, well, hold on just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like the description you gave me like didn't really point out anything else that seems to be worth poking and prodding
Well, I
at.
mean, the stairs keep
Yeah.
going down past the gate, so like you would have to go down to see what's further. But like the stairwell continues down at least another level.
Okay. So the gate is not the terminus of the stairwell. The
No.
stairwell turns and goes further down. Well, sure, I'll go further down then. Why not be an
Well,
idiot?
it's locked, so you'll have to do something to unlock it. Or
Okay, so the gate does. All right. I thought it was like an offshoot, and like, well, I'm not going to go through the gate at this time then.
okay, well, yeah. So yeah,
We'll have time
okay,
later.
yeah. All right, so I just wanted to give you So sorry if I didn't.
Yeah,
portray-
no worries.
Yeah.
Can I
Meanwhile,
talk to Bricks before shower time?
the guard.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try to.
I would like to try to.
Okay. Well, hold on. Let's handle finish up Salvage's
Okay.
little side thing. So the other guard is talking to you. You get to the evidence thing, and it says, "Hey, show me what the new guy brought in." And the clerk is like, "What?"
Yeah, I brought in some like basically, essentially brick. It's like a brick shithouse gloves. So
No, you didn't. I've never seen you before.
we had I just brought in the new. It's like a new transfer from that Collins brought in, but I am here. That's like I was bringing in the new. That's like processing the new.
I've been here all day. I haven't heard it. I haven't got any brass knuckle type weapons.
Are you kidding me? If they lost that, I am in such deep trouble.
Well,
I cannot have this on my first day. Are you kidding me?
All right. This is risky sway.
I don't have that.
Well, that's roll 2d6 and take the lower of the two results.
Unless I could use another asset for this, so that's the only thing I can think of.
No, these are
Okay.
Holy shit.
Oh, success and a partial success. So.
all right. So it's a partial success.
Well, that's amazing.
Oh my god.
That's surprising.
All right. So he becomes very apologetic, but you'll need to give me a resolve resistance check because you're almost being found out.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God I have a lot to resolve right now. So, yeah, success. So,
Wait, you have one in all four things in resolve?
I thought resolve what you're supposed to roll what you have.
Everything left of the line, man.
Everything left of the line. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Then let me re-roll that. Then I apologize. So,
Yeah.
nope.
Wait, you don't have you. So you just have a tune. And that's the only thing you have in resolve.
Yeah, I have a tune.
Okay.
That's it. So,
All right.
yeah.
So you take 2 stress.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. 'Cause it's extremely stressful to you. Yeah. Fair enough.
Just sit back in the corner once this guy goes around to go like, okay, my friends are going to come for me soon. I can work on things that are only purely mechanical and only deal with ghosts. Then they can only scream at you. They can only scream at you.
Flake, you want to go talk to Bricks?
Yep.
The
I would first like to, quote, unstash the coins I smuggled in.
Okay.
Probably wash them thoroughly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
All right. Sure.
But then, yeah, I want to go talk to Bricks.
All right. So you find him. He is up on the upper level, watching it. He has a shotgun. They have these. They're one-shot breech-loading things that are filled with rock salt. They're quite nasty weapons. So he is openly lording it over the prisoners. He's up on a catwalk above the prisoner level. So you can yell at him, but you can't like get face to face with him. But yeah, he can come down to you if he chooses to.
Bricks, I hear you're a man to talk to.
Yeah. Maybe. Why should I?
I have important matters to discuss with you.
Well, you're the new guy who broke, someone's nose. I don't see why I should I should grant you the privilege of talking to me for being a troublemaker.
You were rude to me. You would not be rude to me, would you be? I'm
It's
guessing
our
your home.
goddamn job to be rude to you. I don't think you understand your position. You seem to be under some kind of delusion of equality or something like that.
Oh, nonsense. It would be, I know I'm not, equal to you here. I am above you. And I need favor. I am pent up, and I have no wife yet. Come down. Satisfy me. I'm going to make this as loud and as public as possible.
All right, he just aims his shotgun at you. Says, "Well, you can either you can you see that's the funny thing. I think I'm literally above you, and if you don't, I don't know, get down on your knees and grovel, beg for me not to shoot you, I think I'm gonna have to shoot you."
Oh, your teeth staying so far away. Do you not want to, I don't know, get a little closer for this tussle?
All right, he just shoots you.
Okay, that's fine.
So that's you can either try and dodge. I mean, certainly that was expected.
Yeah, I would try and dodge, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Risky skirmish.
Fair enough. I left my chimney paws in my room, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. So you get winged with it. So that's going to be a 1 harm. Instead of a 2 harm with a partial.
Fair enough.
Yeah, rock salt stings.
Yep. I'll take that.
Yeah, you jump to the side, wince involuntarily a bit, as you know, you are cut on the side, as you managed to avoid the worst of it, but you're still winged by it. All the guards laugh as you sprawl. You lay sprawled out. So what do you do next?
Get up and continue shit talking until he comes down.
Okay.
You will not have to reload the stick. This is the benefit of this. But I will wait while you.
All right.
You'll know how to operate that thing.
All right, just so you know,
again, I'm just trying to punk on him in front of all of the other prisoners to the hope that they start scorning him as well.
Okay. I would say that would be a desperate sway or command. No, it's desperate command.
Yeah, I'm better at commanding.
Yeah. To try and turn the prisoners against him to show no fear.
Yeah.
All right.
Commercial. Yeah.
All right. Give me another risky skirmish check. He will shoot you one more time. But
critical success.
Yeah.
Oh, like a bull, you pass. Olay! Yeah, I'm just gonna die.
All right, you learn how to dodge. You learn to beat his timing, and it's like he can't hit you on the catwalk. You have enough space to dodge, and he's
Are people hooting yet?
Yeah. He's too high up. He's actually too far away for the shotgun to really be super effective. Yeah, people are hooting. This is a great show. It is quite embarrassing for him to be up there, ineffectually, pelting you with salt while you're down there. So he
turning him into a Dark Souls enemy.
Yeah. He goes, well, we're just gonna have to do a lockdown. Well, what are you trying to get out of him? What are you trying to get him to do?
I want him to talk to me in any way that could be construed as private, where other people see.
Okay.
I'm trying to get him to, in any way, he could be whispering threats. I don't really particularly care what he says. I just want people to see me talking to him in a way where they didn't hear what we said.
Okay. So, in a bout of quick
If that
thinking,
involves him beating the shit out of me, that's fine.
All right.
You
offer to surrender if he handcuffs you, so he goes down with like half a dozen other guards, but he's the one to cuff you.
I'll make a big show of like doing it for my fellow prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't want to lock down.
Yeah.
On any of my brothers.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So you can lean in and whisper to him briefly, so that only the two of you could be heard. Even those other guards about, and obviously all the prisoners are going to be watching because it's quite entertaining. So, but yeah, you will take another level 1 harm. But you could have some phone books or the equivalent thereof stuffed in your shirt if you want to spend armor for another level 1 harm.
Yeah, I will do that. Yeah.
All right. So they work you over a bit and drag you back to your cell.
I make a show of giving him the 2 coins and telling him I want Aruvian cigars when he gets a chance. Okay. I'm just going to make it look like a really bad bribe from a crazy person.
Okay. All right. So, everyone sees that.
Okay.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Vimes and Salvage have reunited, so you can exchange information. What are you going to do next?
I'll just wait for I just need to wait for the shower at this point. Yeah.
Okay. So if Vimes and Salvage doesn't want to do anything, we can just fast forward to that.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
So so that evening, Vimes and Salvage, you have to, your shift is over, so it's time for you to go. Actually, you know what I could say is part of your thing, your stolen assets was actually planning documents to prove that you're on shift, so that you can show up for the next day. So
you should also make sure that Bricks is on that lunch shift.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Same thing.
All right, so that'll cost you 3 of your stolen assets things, but you have 2 points left of that. So, but both of you are set up for that, so you don't have to worry about clocking in and out. So, it'll hold up at least for a few days. It's
exactly all we need.
Yep. So that evening, it's evening showers time. You get word from a prisoner that the cleaver is going to be taped above the pipes in the central pipe, so you have to climb up and grab it. But Vestine will go in, and then you can go in, or you can be waiting for Vestine.
Yeah, Vestine thinks I'm like telling him something, right?
Sure.
Yeah, because that's what Daddy was going to tell him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll just be in the shower when he comes in.
All right. Quite the show you put on there. Yeah.
Yes, it was necessary. My employer demanded it of me.
Okay. So what do you want to tell me?
Well, you see, when I am employed to do a job, it is best if information passed on the smallest distance. So I was told I would find job from the man I talked to earlier today.
Your dad, or no Bricks?
Yes. I am afraid that you are perhaps dealing with both hands has offended the wrong man. I do not know who this is, but the money you give the guards for your perhaps services is no longer enough compared to this man's price he is willing to pay for you. So,
whoa. Well, let's negotiate. You're not just telling that you just kill me if you wanted to kill me. You wanted to. This is a bid. What price are you asking? I'm a little light on coin right now, but I have a lot in assets. There's a big demand for trance powder. It's all the rage now.
No, friend. I am the very religious man. I follow the sisters. I just want you to know this is not personal. It's business. And then I proceed to kill him. Yeah.
Okay.
But Bricks told me to do it.
Okay. This is a controlled skirmish check. It's a shower. It's dark. He's a survivor. He's a scrappy survivor. He may be able to get away. So
partial.
All right. So let's see here. With that, yeah, I said it was controlled, so partial is enough.
I do have the door guarded.
Yeah, you do have the door guarded, so that's enough to negate that. So yeah, you kill him. What next?
I will use the cleaver to chop him into as small a bits as possible.
Okay.
And then we're going to have to smuggle him to different cells around the prison so he is not burned.
Okay. All right, so you want his ghost to rise up, in other words.
Yeah, and his ghost is going to have to get revenge, probably on Bricks at lunchtime, very publicly. Hopefully.
Okay. All right. So yeah, it's pretty bloody work, but you're used to it at this point. You're cold, so
well, I'm unstable and vicious and reckless. I'm not cold.
Oh, vicious. Okay, sorry, that was someone else who was cold.
Yeah.
It's hard. There's so many traumas to keep.
There's just so much trauma.
There's so much trauma.
I mean, we're all doing better in Vestian though. So
yeah, that's you're not wrong. So. Yeah. All right. So Vestin disappears. And all the other prisoners keep mum about it. Thanks to your father, Blanislav's influence, he's able to pull a lot of favors to get this done. So yeah.
And I'll tell them the next day to get him use their guard duties to get him removed from roll call.
Vestine or Bricks?
Vestian, yeah.
Well, Vestian was a prisoner.
Yeah, but they're not doing roll calls.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, they are. Yeah. You're right. So, you could use your remaining 2 points of stolen assets to put in his parole. So
yeah, I wanted to forget about that corpse that we have now smuggled to different parts of the building. Yeah.
Okay. So with your remaining stolen assets, you're able to put in his parole, early release with good behavior, with obviously Vimes and Salvage are the guards who handle that and escorted him out of the prison. At least that's what the paperwork says. So that's why he's not on roll call anymore. So yeah.
Okay, so from now on, the plan is for Dad and all of his cohorts to bring the various parts of Vesti into the cafeteria right about the time he's going to rise up.
Okay.
And the plan for Vimes and Salvage is to be outside the cafeteria, but ready to breach the doors when it turns into a riot.
Okay.
And then that was Flake's plan. Just blow up the prison to the point where no one notices Dad and he is missing.
Okay.
Yeah. Just causing the most hated guard in the entire prison to have a demonic freak out in front of everyone from a man that he proposedly murdered, and then just let the chaos wave right over the rest, hopefully.
Okay.
Also, maybe let's release a strange ghost guy at the same time.
Yeah. We'll just see where the mattresses burn. Yeah.
So are you going to wait to explore the stairwell more until the this ride happens, or are you going to try and do that before?
I mean, they got to work for 2 days, so that's on them.
Okay, so Vimes and Salvage, it's your game now. Your turn. What are you going? You've Salvage. You've been told what the stairwell looks like, what the gate looks like, what the lock looks like. So now that you've snuck in once, I would say it's controlled to sneak in again for both of you. If you want to go back, but it's the next.
I don't have any desire to go back.
Okay.
So I am incredibly interested in this, but also at the same time, I have no prowl. I only have finesse.
Well, someone can prowl for you. In other words, you can. Basically, it's just some kind of action to get in. So, like,
I'm not going back until Operation Ghost Lunch.
Couldn't they have downtime while they wait for a couple of days, and you could maybe get your magic harness working?
Yeah, I was going to ask about that if I could possibly take a downtime and see if we can do any work, because I'm already halfway there.
Okay. I'll give you one downtime if you want to research that. That's 3 out of 6. Both of you do that. So, Vimes, do you have a tune? Tinker?
I do not have Tinker.
Okay.
I have Study.
Yeah, I guess that could work if you both want to research this.
Okay. So I can
All right.
utilize Tinker on that. So during the downtime right now, can we actually have both activities or just one?
Just one, I would say. Just
Okay.
one.
Can
All
we
right.
pay for more as per the usual?
Yeah, you can pay for more.
Oh yeah. So
Okay.
I will actually do that because mine is
Hey,
off.
Ross, oddball question. I feel like I had started a long-term project and I have forgotten what it was. Do you happen to
There's
have a note on that?
the current ones I have are research how to kill a vampire, Mousie's location, and the intangible harness. Let's see here.
Yeah, okay, so none of those directly belong to
You
me.
were
but I
working
saw
on the
some
contact
of
thing,
them.
but
I was
you
curious.
earned that. So
Yep, okay. Yeah, so I was just helping other people with theirs, which is fine.
So yeah, you can both give me rolls for researching if you want to do that.
Okay.
Well-
So I can use my Tinker on this one.
Yep.
I'm helping.
So, I do want to. I'm going to pay for my stress relief first before I do that. So, because
Okay.
I need it so badly. Not great, but I'll take it.
Okay.
All right. I'll take.
So that's what, 2 ticks?
Yeah.
No, the one is a 1 tick. So
Yeah.
Sorry,
So I'm
I mean,
yeah.
it was at 3 of 6. I figured I got
Now
one
it's at
tick
4.
and I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
know.
yeah. Now it's at 4 out of 6.
okay. So, and I forgot. Do I roll just 1d6 on that?
You
or
roll
three?
your tinker,
Okay.
and then you just take your highest roll.
Oh, sorry, I forgot Aaron was relieving stress first.
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies. So, but yeah, I got a 5 on that. So,
Okay. Yeah, you actually managed to in the 2 days burn some midnight oil and figure out how the intangible harness works. It's powered by ectoplasm oil, which you have access to. It does seem to be highly attuned to spirits, so that when you use it, they definitely notice you. It's like putting out a big, like, hey, look at me. So you want to be careful. You don't want to turn it on very much, but yeah, you can walk through walls with it.
awesome.
There seems to be something. Well, there's some kind of interaction about it with ghosts. Not just that they're going to notice you, but like, but you're not sure. So, yeah, because you remember that one cat burglar was working with a ghost or living near ghosts. You're not. Yeah, it was kind of weird. So
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, it
Easy
definitely
fun thing.
works. So you don't have to roll to use it. You just have to burn off a point of load for the ectoplasm oil, the fuel.
Okay.
Phrasing.
Hey-o. So do you want to use that to just get in?
Okay. So I'm trying to think of at least the plan that might be better for that because, because what part of the like with attraction and because Vimes, you don't want to be down there at all, correct?
No, I just learned what I wanted to learn for now. I don't want to, like, okay, in my mind, getting Papa Flake out of there is still the primary objective. This is a secondary objective. So
I'll go down there with you, Aaron, and you can use that to escape.
Okay.
We'll give Papa Flake your uniform. He will be injured. Vimes will take him to the hospital. You can do your magic way out after we check that out, and then I can create my own exit.
Love it.
Okay. We can figure out what we need to do, and yeah, that could be my escape. I could probably tinker it to do a one-time use, but that will be very risky. I'm assuming. But if we want to try to...
it works. It just every time you use it to go through your wall, you have to spend a point of load.
Oh, okay.
It uses a lot of fuel. So
Okay. Oh.
So we can
So-
use you to unlock the gate, and you can teleport out of there, and then I'll find my own way out, and then we'll use Vimes to social engineer Daddy Flake out as we'll pull the old Hannibal Lecter. He'll be an injured guard. Yeah.
Okay. So no, that works for me.
okay.
It's
Cool.
all coming together until I fail a roll. Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to unlock the gate then? Do you want to spend a point
No,
of load?
we're not
Okay.
unlocking the gate until
The riot.
until things start going down. Yes, we need cover.
Okay. All right, so
I mean, Aaron, you can completely go rogue on it, but I am going to ignore you doing it and
Why
let
would you
whatever
say
happens
that?
happen.
Why would you
Well,
say
yeah,
that?
no, honestly, I don't think that's good for any of us. So that's
yeah. Let's see. So the riot. We'll just cut to the lunchroom 3 days later.
Everyone smuggles in pieces of Vestian.
Mm-hmm. And there's a couple prisoners who are whisperers, and they're kind of like on edge. They're like, "What the fuck is happening? Something's happening."
So, is this Operation Castlevania 2? Like all his parts and then he appears?
Well, none of you know a lot about attuning, so you actually don't. Yeah, this is going to be a surprise to you.
Hey, I know how to fight ghosts.
I have
Do you know how
one
to
in the
fight this?
tuning, so that's
Yeah.
about it.
Well,
Slipping on the old chimney paws underneath the table.
All right. So what you're guessing, though, those of you with attune, is that the Vestine is going to possess bricks, and then use bricks to go on a rampage and kill as many people as possible, especially the people he dislikes, and the idea of getting bricks killed. So yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. In fact, as we begin the scene, Flake, you're at lunch. I imagine you're in the lunchroom. The Vimes and Salvage are positioned outside.
I've noted Daddy should sit next to a door. Yeah, to slip out before shit locks down.
Mm-hmm. And Bricks walks in with a bandolier of pistols and a rifle, and stands up, and everyone's looking at him. He's dressed up in full riot gear, armor, pistols, grenades, and just says, "You all deserve this. You all deserve what's coming to you." And just fires.
Yeah, I'm just bolting. I'm bolting by the time he stands up.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to wait for him to talk.
All right. He sees you running and takes a shot at you. So give me a risky skirmish check. You were the first to move, so he motion attracted the shooter.
Yeah. Well, I also murdered the guy possessing him, so
yeah,
there's that.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. I'm gone. Poof. Flake shaped cloud. Where he used to be, yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, what'd you roll?
Double sixes, yeah. Oh, sorry, I put it in general.
Okay, yeah. No, I see it now.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But no, I see it. So, yeah. Yeah, another prisoner gets shot. So everyone starts scattering all directions. And that's when he starts throwing grenades. These are like gas grenades, essentially.
All right, so Vimes and Salvage should definitely prop some doors open so this spreads to as many parts of the prison as possible.
All right, yeah. If you want to maximize the riot, you're each going to have to make a roll, or at least work on one roll. So it's better. It's going to be a lot better if both of you open a door. So rather than just opening one door. So so yeah, there's various gates that are locked right now, and they need to be open to maximize the riot.
So the doors were probably open to let us into lunch, right?
Well, I imagine these are in adjacent sections. Yeah.
I was going to take one by just jamming a guard through it so it couldn't close. As I exited the area, but yeah.
Well, I'll say you do that with your critical. You get a card kill and use his corpse. I'm talking about doors that are locked right now. And
okay. Yeah.
Because they're guards, they can open doors that are locked, and thus really spreading the riot. So, so yeah, if you unlock, there's 2 locked gates. If you unlock these 2 gates, the riot will hit almost all of the prison. If you only open one, it'll only spread to half the prison. So right now it's only in one section. One gate will get to 3 sections, and 2 gates will get to 5 sections. So if you want the maximum effect, you need to get both these gates open. So each of you could split up and do it at the same time using whatever method you want. You could use social engineering. You could just shoot it open. You could pick the lock. Well, if you pick the lock, you're gonna have to convince. You can't really picking the lock will take too long. So
explosives.
Yeah, explosives. All right, that sounds like a tinker check.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's definitely risky.
It is. So, but I do have grenades.
You do have grenades. So go, yeah.
And yeah. Yep, that succeeded.
All right. That's definitely, you walk by, it's timed perfectly, so they don't even realize it was you. You just slip it in the lock, and it's like a shaped charge.
1, 2.
Yep. And the prisoners start pouring through. Let's see here. Vimes, what are you going to do to open a locked gate?
Guys, you don't get it. It's too big. There's too much going on. We gotta open it up. We gotta let the guys up top take care of it. Like, just let it disperse. If you keep it contained like that, it'll boil over.
Okay. I like it.
The only way to save yourself from the riot is to open the door to
that's a risky sway.
I made it. I got us.
Yep. Yeah. You guys really Agents of Chaos, man. You you have an MO. Yeah, this riot is affecting almost the entire prison. Things are going chaotic. Vimes and Salvage, you'll each need to, since you're wearing prisoner or prison guard outfits, you're going to need to make some kind of I would imagine prowess resistance to
Salvage should no longer be wearing a prison guard outfit.
Can I make a flashback to arrange a rendezvous point for me, Salvage, and all of us, basically?
Oh, yeah. That would be 0 point, because that was pretty much already kind of discussed. So, yeah, there is a rendezvous point.
All right, so it's me, Vimes, Salvage, and Daddy somewhere private.
Okay. Well, but
I don't know where he would pick, but yeah.
A different stairwell.
Okay.
But one that is all the control gates are already open. But Vimes, yeah, you'll definitely have to make a prowess resistance check to get through the prison.
Okay. Question on that, so the timing of that, is that actually going to be the point at which I am escorting Daddy Flake?
No, you got to get to Flake first, Daddy Flake first, so we can switch uniforms.
All right, here's my prowess.
Yeah, it's like somebody unlocked a bunch of gates and let a bunch of prisoners in. So now,
who would do shit like that? Those
God,
yeah,
jackasses.
Yeah, I got it.
God damn.
All right, well, you were the first to start running, so I guess you were ahead of the curve. Yeah, I guess
there's a reason I'm well-rounded. I may not always do things as easily as everyone else, but it also means,
very
stuff's
little
got to be real bad to affect me.
So Salvage, since you're dressed as a prisoner, you don't have to roll. But yeah, it's really chaotic. I'm going to say it's going to cost you 1 stress to see all this violence and chaos. And there's just screaming. So yeah, it's not fun. Yep, exactly. That's what it sounds like.
I didn't think this would be my day. I just thought I'd be finding a Eldritch artifact in the middle of a basement while using a intangibility piece of tech. So,
yep. All right. So,
how did my life come to this?
Yep. The 4 of you meet in the a stairwell. Papa Flake is dressed up. Branislav is dressed up as a guard. What's your next move?
I run into the room and punch him in the face.
Okay.
It was absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
He does not look happy about it.
I have wanted to do that for years. All the birthdays in once. Vimes, this man is injured. Quick, get him to hospital. Come on, little man. We will go. Have fun. It is fun out there. Are you ready?
You're lucky. I need you alive. Get me out. Get me the fuck out of this place.
I'm just psyching Salvage up. We're going to go out there. It's going to be blast. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna charge through the hallways, trying to get to the stairwell. So
Okay.
basically, Dad changed clothes. I ran in and punched him as hard as I could.
Mm-hmm.
And then I told Vimes to help him limp out. And we're going to go back into the fray of burning mattresses and shivings.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this is going to be a clock. Navigating the prison is going to be a 6 clock. You're at 0 out of 6 right now, and just actions will get you closer to getting Papa Flake safely out when you get to 6. So anybody can do actions to clear the way, to navigate, to deal with. There's guards shooting prisoners, prisoners looting dead guards, prisoners on fire. It's chaotic. And somewhere you can hear a ghostly voice yelling from a possessed man, "You all burn! You all burn!"
Yeah, I've heard that before.
All right. Well, who wants to do something to punch a way forward?
Flake will literally punch his way forward.
All right. That's a risky skirmish check, it sounds like.
Yeah, just indiscriminately. Guards,
Mhm.
prisoners, just...
If you get a partial, which you did, I'll say you get 2 out of 6, but you can either choose to get 1 out of 6 safely, or 2 out of 6 and have to make a prowess roll to avoid injury.
I'll make the prowess roll to avoid injury.
All right. It's a level 1 harm, or the amount of stress. So 1 stress.
I got a 5, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you're fighting your way through. I'll say each of you needs to do at least 1 action. Salvage, what are you going to do?
Okay.
Is this blowgun territory? Is this blowgun time?
So how many? It's like how many people do we have in front of us? Essentially, too. Do we need
It's
to
a
clear
riot,
that?
man. There's a
not
lot.
counting, man.
Yeah.
It's just...
Do you want me to send you footage of riots? It's pretty fluid, is what
Okay.
it is. You just have to get from point A to point B, but like there's shit going on. So there's numerous ways of doing this. It's just you narrate to me how you are helping the group wade through the
dart
chaos.
anyone who tries to kill Vimes and or Daddy Flake.
That is true. So in this case, yeah, we're going to be just hitting it with. I just have everything basically loaded up with Skullfire poison at this point, so they will be completely incapacitated in their own pain.
Okay, is this? Are you using Tinker for this?
I guess. Well, that'd probably be finesse if I'm trying to aim for, but I assume
All right,
so.
sure. All right,
They're both the
risky.
same. So
Risky, yeah. I would say partial. You could take diminished effect, or you could take damage.
that sounds good. So
or you could have actually for damage, it could be a random member of the group gets hit.
No, it'll have to be on myself. So if I do that, that's just getting hit because we need to get. If we lose Daddy, then that's a problem. So
all right, go ahead.
All right,
roll finesse.
Critical success. Just managed to take 3 or 4 out in one blow.
Yeah. Damn, you're just mowing them down.
So it's just a crazy Hulk.
Nope.
And then a weedy guy in a fucking mech suit with a blow gun.
Yeah.
Just cutting a swath.
Yeah, and that's 5. A crit is 5. So yeah, you're done. You just Skullfire turns out to work really well.
And everybody's on the ground screaming.
Yeah, you figured out how to. You're just shooting multiple darts at once. It's just like a shotgun. It's a blow shotgun. Poof. Yeah. Yeah. So you clear a path, and Papa Flake has been freed. So are you going to go back in for the Forgotten Prisoner?
Oh yeah, we definitely separated with him and Vimes once we found a way, and we're booking it towards the stairwell now.
All right, you get to the stairwell. So Salvage and
Flake
are at the stairwell. There it is a locked gate. You'll have to go past. So how are you going to do that?
I will try to. I will spend a charge on there, phase through, and unlock it from the other side.
Okay, sure. Actually, no, it can't be unlocked from the other side. It's meant to keep people in.
Oh, is it? Okay, then. So
I'll try and wreck it.
Yeah, you can wreck it. Yeah,
and I will go ahead and give you an assist on that. What's your wreck at?
Okay, cool. I got partials. Yeah.
Okay.
I will say partial. It'll work. I'll just put on there's now a new clock for riot ending. It's 1 out of 6 now. It'll take you a little time. You had to wail on it for a bit longer than you wanted. So, but yeah, you can hear this is not even the first riot this week. Like this is a bad riot, but it's
But is it a better riot?
It's a better riot. It's a high
all
quality
right, good.
riot.
That's all I care about. All right.
Would have preferred a quiet riot, but we can only get what we can.
So the two of you head down the stairwell. It actually gets it gets colder and it gets quieter. You can barely hear the riot. You go down 3 more stories, and you can hear the rhythmic breathing sound. And you can barely hear the riot by the time you get on the stairwell. There's just a single stone corridor ahead, dimly lit. You follow it, and it comes to a single empty room, except for there are a bunch of boards in the middle of the room, and you can hear the rhythm sound. And there's some gaps in the boards, like they're covering up something. When you pull one of the boards back, you can see there's just a circular hole in the ground, like a well. And you can hear the breathing coming from there. You look for a moment and you notice there are rungs. It's a ladder, or there's rungs built into the side of the this shaft.
Can I fit down the hole?
Yeah, it's big enough for both of you.
Okay, so I guess
do you need help, or should I go?
No, we'll both go in here too because we're in this together. So come on.
All right, I am not magic. I will have harder time leaving than you, but okay, I will go. So I go down the ladder.
Okay. It is a long climb down. It does get kind of claustrophobic for both of you, but you can feel the air blowing. Again rhythmically. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And it gets colder and colder, but then it starts to get warmer as you get near, and as you begin to climb down, it seems to get almost entirely pitch black. You're relying just solely on your sense of touch, and you have to be very careful not to let vertigo cause you to fall. But you begin to see a light at the bottom, and it gets brighter and brighter and brighter until there is a blinding light at the bottom. And an archway opening up into a large underground chamber with vaulted ceilings. And there's this earthy, fresh smell, and there are bright lights coming from the side. You're blinded by the light for a moment, but you can see there is off to the right appears to be a garden. There are green plants growing, and there is a golden light above it. And there is a young woman. She is dressed plainly and looks at you. And before she can say anything, something with black shark eyes and a reptilian head. The body, it is twice your height, Flake, but its head does not touch the ceiling. Reptilian head, just a massive, almost bear-like body, but with huge hands, humanish hands. And it is holding a battle axe with a head wider than your body, almost. And it looks down at the two.
We walked to that fog gate before we came into this room.
Goddamn
dark old bosses. You never know when they're going to.
Yeah.
In a clear voice, it says, "I am Ixis, guardian of the traitor."
So what? We're not here to harm her.
The door is open. You won't leave.
I am her keeper. I am her jailer.
You won't leave, snake-head man?
I am Ixis, guardian of the traitor. I am here to ensure that justice is done.
Who did she betray?
Everyone.
I would have remembered, hopefully, but so what? I mean, how?
She was the one whose actions led to the cataclysm.
No time. Magic lady, you help me with Vampire Man if we let you go?
Why? What is the vampire man going to do?
Destroy Duskwall?
How will he do this?
I don't know. Hopefully he will not do this. You will stop it.
Actually, you do know. You have been told.
Oh, I don't remember.
Out of character, he's working for Satara, a demon who wants to release a nest of demons sealed below the harbor.
Oh, yeah. He released Nest of Demon under ocean.
Oh. The Ixis, yes, this is it. I can redeem myself. If I can, you see, Ixis, this is what it could be. Ixis looks at the two of you and, what is it like up there?
Not great.
Yeah,
So-
he's pretty shit, to be honest. I have not helped matters, but it's still nonetheless.
Is there much
yeah.
suffering?
Oh,
A lot.
Oh, yeah.
So in abundance, unfortunately.
What is the sun like? Is it bare? Is it dim?
Oh, he's gone. He's
What?
No, he's black.
We only saw that in a dream.
Yes.
And you, are you virtuous? Are you? I smell blood on you.
I am as virtuous as any man I have ever met.
So all mortals are like you?
Many
No.
are less effective. But yes.
Look, we've. I can't state the fact that we are doing as virtuous things as we can be. Most of it is just about survival, but in turn, we're not trying to actively hurt anybody else, too. We're just trying to watch out for ourselves. But for what we've told on this dream, we're told it can be better.
I will. If you swear a pact for me, I will let her go in your care. You will take on the duties of her being her jailer. You will only tell her the truth. You will only use her for the purpose you have stated to me. You will not use her for personal profit or for evil. Do you understand?
Yes, certainly. We go now? There are only so many men to die. There is a clock on this.
It is simple. Hold your hand out.
I'll do it.
All right. One monstrous claw reaches out and pierces the middle of your hand. Each of you feels a searing pain course through your body. If you break this pact, your regrets will exceed even hers. I will see justice done.
You understand?
Can't tell you how glad I am to not be there.
Coward.
No. I have a character that is fundamentally based around lying, and I still
That's
lie.
true.
Let's see here. All right. All right. So yeah, the woman goes with you, and you climb up the stairs. She, as you get back, you can see the horror in her eyes as she realizes that she's in the middle of a prison riot. So you need to get her out because she definitely does not look like she belongs here.
Okay.
Oh, yes. So use magic vest with magic lady. I will find my own way out.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Do you still have a point of load there?
I do.
All right.
Yeah, I came in with heavy load, so yes.
All right.
That's right. That load.
All right, so yeah, Salvage, you and her go through there. She then when you get outside the prison, she looks at Duskwald, and she gets on the ground and starts sobbing and wailing.
I don't notice for a second. I don't notice for a second just because I'm so excited that the harness worked. Like, oh my God, this was exhilarating. It didn't actually fill my molecules. And oh, God. Okay, yes, that's absolutely the reaction. But we need to go. We need to make sure that you're safe. So I'm really sorry.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to roll for that. It's just a very awkward scene. So, Flake, you're in the prison. What are you gonna do?
Find my own way out, baby.
All right.
I don't know if I got a big chief that through a iron window, climb up the courtyard.
Any approach. Yeah, you tell me what approach you choose. All of them seem to be equally valid at this point. It's still chaotic.
I guess I'll go to the courtyard and just try and scale up to the roof.
Yeah, that's probably what, finesse.
I got prowl.
Yeah, prowl. Oh yeah, prowl would be really good. Yeah. Even though you're a big dude, there's a lot going on. So
partial. Yeah.
All right. One guard takes a shot at you. So you leave.
Yeah.
Actually, no, wait, no. Better yet, not that. A prisoner grabs on. He's like, "Help me! I can pay. I have people on the outside. Take me with you."
Does he?
Yeah. No, he grabs onto your leg as you're climbing up.
Okay. Well, I punt his ass into a flaming mattress, I guess.
Okay. No. All right. Yeah. So you get out. So good job.
I assume there's other prisoners who have succeeded as well.
Oh yeah. I'm going to give you guys 3 heat for this job, which I feel is being generous.
Hey, I didn't do anything. I wrecked a room, all right? I was brought there for questioning.
Well, you're definitely an escaped prisoner now.
Well, yes, there is that. But this was... We need to admit, this was all Brix's fault. Like, and shoddy guardmanship. They lost track of that Vestian guy. No one knows where he went. And Brix just went crazy. It's really just bad HR on Duskwall's part. I had nothing to do with it. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't know what happened, but yeah, you got out. So you're at 7 heat now. So good job. You've escaped with your dad. So do you want to talk to your dad?
Not really.
Yeah.
Unless he wants to talk to me. I mean,
no, he says, so he gets out. Yeah, with Vimes, you get out with him. He says, is this it? Are you staying in Duskworld after this?
Of course, it's home.
No, he's talking to Vimes right after he gets it.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. So are you staying here in this city?
Yes, this is home. This is where I keep my stuff.
It'd be better if you left. Let the heat die down. You're the Blind Eyes, right?
Yeah, sure. Really not married to that name, but whatever.
Yeah, I won't. You've held up your end of the bargain. Tell Flake I am not angry at him.
Coming from you, I assume that means a lot. So back to this whole you leave the city thing. I mean, you know that's difficult, right? Like, I'm still trying to figure out this whole criminal thing to a certain regard. Like, is there some point at which that it becomes easy to just waltz out past the, demon blood electric fence? Like, what am I missing here?
No, I hop on the boat. You should know.
Well, okay, fair, boats, but yeah. Okay, just checking.
Yeah, I probably go, I'm not sure where I go. Maybe I don't tell you. Maybe but I feel it's better if we part ways now. I don't want to wait for him. He didn't have anything else for me, did he?
Not that I know of, and if he had anything else for you, it'd probably be violence. So, yeah, I'd go with that.
He is going to... I'm going to have to come... Yeah, I'll have to come back and visit his grave. You'll be dead in a year, you know.
No, I don't. Would you care to tell me anything about that?
He is reckless. He's not...
Okay, so that's a prediction, not something like... It's not some sort of poison pill situation where you have some reason to be killing him within a year.
Oh, no. He said he would do this, and he did, so I'm not angry. I will not kill him. But,
today.
Yeah. Frankly, I have no reason to expect any of us to be alive within a year, so there's that.
Well, I I plan to be living long time, and I have been. So you make what you plan. Well, goodbye, Blind Eye. I will see you or not. And he just walks off.
Sounds great. Bye.
All right. So yeah, no final words with your father. He doesn't wait around, so he probably won't be leaving the city right away. So you could probably track him down if you want to, Flake. But he certainly doesn't feel the need to linger to see you. So,
yeah, it's mutual. I've paid him back more than enough for, and I want to be clear, putting a rock by a fence. That was his whole job. So we are squaresies. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. So, and you also have now a young woman who looks very traumatized by everything she has seen. Doesn't seem to speak your language, but didn't speak your language. It's very odd. She seems to, or her language seems to be shifting between some ancient language you don't know and your language. But you can deal with her later. She doesn't remember her name. She does know that. But she does remember, well, she doesn't want to talk about the betrayal. So, downtime. Let's see entanglements. You're at Heat 7, so...
Heat 6.
Heat 6. Well, that happens afterwards. Well, I think it doesn't matter for this. So, 2... What is that? That is flipped or interrogation. All right.
Damn it, they got salty again. Why?
All night benders.
I get the feeling that they bring.
Why do they keep arresting these people?
Actually, no, Salvage. You haven't been rounded up for interrogation yet, have you?
Hey.
Oh, God, no. Not anyone but him.
Yeah, I know.
Like the fucking accountant for Capone. Jesus Christ.
All right, they round you up because they want to find out where Flake is. So your options are, this is after the heist. This is after the prison break. They beat you up. You can pay them off with 3 coins, or you can tell them what they want to know, and plus 3 heat, which would throw you over to wanted level 1. You can resist consequences, of course.
That's true. So I unfortunately don't have 3 coins. That's not really nerve.
So you can take a beating, or you can.
No, I'm not telling them the truth at all, because now we're holding an Eldritch secret at this point that is interconnected. So I'm just gonna have to take the beating. Just looking at it and saying, no, this is. You can take whatever pound of flesh you want, but this is not.
Body armor will not help with this because they certainly have the time to hit you in the head.
Yeah.
So that is make a prowess resistance check.
Okay. Success.
All right.
Literally roll and spit blood.
Yep. Good job. So, got off lucky that time. Only
fetal
a
position for the win.
You've been toughened up. So downtime. Yeah, I assume all 3 of you are going to relieve stress.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I actually only took 2 the whole thing somehow. Not sure how, but yay resistance roll. So I'm just going to take the 1 tax and have 2 actions.
Okay. In that case, Vimes, what is your first action?
I'm going to try to pull her heat down.
All right, you're at Heat 6 right now.
And I think I will just consort about it.
Yep. All right, so that is, just, did you already roll for that?
I just did, yeah.
All right, you reduce it by 3. So you're on 3.
Modifying our damages, thank you.
Good job. So what's your second one, Salvage? I mean, Vimes.
Come back around to me. I got to think about it for a second.
Okay. So Salvage, after relieving stress and fondling some antiques and artifacts.
I'm just going to continue because I'm almost at a break point too, so both of mine will be that.
It's fine breaking. You haven't broken once.
I have.
Oh,
I do have 1 trauma. I do have 1 trauma. It was near the beginning of the game, so.
Oh, okay.
which is continuing to be allowing me to be reckless. So, but I do go under. Let's see. So thankfully, I do get enough without overindulging.
Good job.
I just continue to work on the harness for the rest of the night. Like,
yep,
it worked. I need to replicate results.
There you go. You start messing with it, turning it on, just walking through the door in the lair, one of the doors in the lairs. It's like, well, this is so cool. It's so cool.
Hey, check out what I can do. Ooh.
Yeah. So, Flake, are you just relieving stress, or do you have something for your second plan?
I'm going to relieve stress, and my second action, I will work on finding Mousy.
Okay. You're at 3 out of 6.
Yes.
Right now. So, what are you using for that command?
Violent interrogation. My
swear to me.
Yeah, my go-to.
Oh, 6. That's 3 segments. So you're at 5 out of 6.
I thought it was a 3 out of 6.
What? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. You found him.
I'm done. Yeah.
Good job.
Good.
He is in an upscale apartment in let's say Char Hollow. Yeah, it's upscale by Char Hollow standard. Char. Yeah. So yeah. So Vimes, you figure out what you want to do for your last one?
Yeah, I will pitch in on the how does one kill a vampire stuff. And I guess I will continue to consort about it. You know what? I mean, just for the sake of appearances, like, it doesn't make any difference mechanically, but I am actually going to sway about it. I feel like lying, like trying to, ask more oblique questions is probably better, considering the relative power of the vampire we know. Those aren't questions you want to be known to be asking.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And there's a 6.
You know how to kill vampires now. So there are, all the stuff in the book now. You're guessing Skurlock is very ancient, so he probably has all the weaknesses, because the older vampire is, the more weaknesses they have. And let's see here. I'll figure out something else. So I'll say the question is Spirit Bane charms are Holden. I would say you also get a lead on a artifact that the Spirit Wardens have that is supposed to be very powerful against vampires. So there is it's actually kept at the College of Immortal Studies in White Crown. So you could do a score to get a special magical anti-vampire weapon.
Neat.
Or you do technically have a contact in the Spirit Warden, Baccaros, so you could ask him for it. But that would basically be a score to let him give it to you. It's just how you want to get it. So yeah, that ends the session. So next time, let's see here. You do get word from Mousy that they want to make a move against Tuhan now, and they need you for it. So that'll be you don't have to do that right away, but you now have 2 jobs. You still have 2 jobs to choose from: the Soul Engine or working for Skurlock again. And of course, you could also talk to the Forgotten Prisoner and find out more about what they know. So and what options they're presenting to you. So
we'll meet with somebody who can attune more before we do that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So probably want Audra to talk to the Forgotten Prisoner. So questions, comments, suggestions. Y'all have fun?
Yeah, good time.
Yeah. It's a good little prison break. So thank you all for listening. We'll talk to you all next. Bye.
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 Cool. Do.